Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you are well. A question that a lot of people ask nowadays is, what should I do? Should I be, on the one hand, really spiritual, sit on my meditation cushion for many hours, raising my frequency, tuning into source, resonating with 5D? Or should I hit the streets, protest against these idiotic measures, mouthpieces? I don't even know what they're called in English. Um, all the measures that are being taken right now, which don't make much sense. So what should I do? Should I protest or should I sit down and be very spiritual? Well, the answer is you should do both. I don't know if you know Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell was a man who was in his day called the best read man in the world, meaning that there was no one on earth who had read so many books as he did. And when he was sort of finished reading all those books and all those myths and all those legends and scriptures from all over the world, he realized that he was reading the same story. That underlying all the stories, all the heroes' journeys, there is one underlying story that connects them all. And he called that story the monomyth, or the hero's journey. And it's the journey we all make. It's the journey of the human soul through time. And the last step in the journey is where we are now. And Campbell calls that last step in our adventure the master of two worlds, which means that in the end, which is now, we should be able to live in two worlds at the same time, in the oneness and in the duality. In other words, in this time, we do not choose anymore between this world and that world, but we realize that we are already whole in a dualistic world. In other words, we realize that we are both. We are gods and we are on our way to become gods. And both dimensions exist at the same time. So what we need to do now is to not think in either or. Either I'm a very spiritual person or I'm a very materialistic human being. No, you are both at the same time. You are very, very spiritual and you are a human being trying to become spiritual and finding its way in this 3D maze. So what the time asks of us right now is to combine these two worlds to become a whole being, a spiritual activist, a spiritual warrior. That is what is asked of us. And the interesting thing is that when you come from spirituality, if that is your main ground, you are spirit having a human experience, then the activism that you will show to the world will not come from anger, frustration, or fear. It will come from love, from freedom, and from dignity, from recognizing who you are and who we all are, and that our birthright is to be free and to be dignified, beautiful beings, and that we have every right to live in a world of equality, of love, of peace. And so this time asks for us to become the masters of two worlds, to live in two worlds at the same time. This is Tijn from Amsterdam, wishing you a wonderful day. At 9 o'clock tonight, by the way, there is a meditation called Cities of Light from 9 till 9:30, and you're free to join in. Just go to my website, tijntauber.com, and you will find the link. Wishing you a beautiful day.